bands to make her dance. All these chicks poppin' pussy, I'm just poppin' bang. Bands to make her dance. Bands to make her dance. These chicks clappin' and they.
Alright, as you can see by the title, this video is going to be basically a controller settings video. So you can use these settings on console or PC, whichever one that you play on. And I'm going to be going over my Astro C40 sense, my in-game sense, my button layout, and my Astro C40 binds. And also I'm going to talk about the analogs that I choose to use, because they're both different since the controller is modular. But yeah, it's going to be relatively short compared to my other videos, so if y'all use these binds or sense or whatever you choose to take from this video and it helps you out in your gameplay on Warzone or multiplayer, just sub or share it with somebody else so they might sub or whatever. But I appreciate y'all for watching this, and yeah, enjoy.
Get your motherfucking popcorn ready, you little bitch ass niggas.
Look out! 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 Look out!
Okay, so I'm back, and I'm gonna first begin with the Astro binds. And so on my Astro, as you can see, I'm in the Xbox layout because the PS4 layout is too uncomfortable for me. I don't like my analogs being close anymore. And so on my left stick I have the concave, or yeah, I think this was called concave low rise. And then on my right stick I have the convex or domed high rise stick, because you know in the Astro pack you get like different sets of modules that you can swap out for your liking, and I prefer the dome because it reminds me of the PS3 controller, and that's what I have the best aim on. And so on my binds I have circle as my left paddle, right paddle is triangle, and then L3 is swapped for reload, which is square. Think about it, so I don't need this for steady aim or sprinting. So that was one thing I was willing to sacrifice on my whole controller. Like, what button was I willing to give up for one of these? And it was sprinting and steady aim, since I auto sprint. And then on my right stick I jump with the R3 because of the controller button layout in game, but I'll show y'all that after this. So circle is obviously slide and triangle is swap weapons. And so I made my right triangle because I could reload with this button. When I click down, I slide with this left paddle, and then I just swap my weapon if I'm swapping to a shotgun or a pistol with triangle. And I made my X melee because I'm never gun button anybody, or if I am, it isn't that far of a distance for me to tap from my right stick, but I rarely gun butt, so it was a give or take. I didn't really give a shit about the about the button. And really about any type of shooter, first person or third person, keeping your thumbs on the sticks at all times, everybody knows, is the way to go if you're trying to play it at like the highest potential, because anytime you're spinning off of this stick to tap any of these buttons within a gunfight, fucks with your aim, because your aim has to be stationary for even if it's a split second, whereas my thumbsticks are always on the right stick, so I'm always able to aim while tapping these buttons, which makes it fucking phenomenal. So while you're sliding, you're able to aim, compared to having to leave this thumbstick, tap circle, then come back to it quickly to go where you want to slide, or to crouch spam or something. So while I'm crouching, I could, you know, shoot one burst shot, crouch, aim, shoot another burst shot, come back up. Like, it's just so much freedom with having paddles. And let's say you don't have paddles, I'm gonna show you a way that you can still somewhat be free, not as free as if you would have to back extra paddles, or if you play claw or something like that, or any type of custom controller, but you still could some way keep your right thumb on that controller at all times. So I'm gonna go to my in-game controller button layout. Stick and move, which is basically like it replaces your R3 with jump. So before this, I think it was melee on R3 or crouch, I can't remember, but no, it was melee. It was melee on R3 and jump was your A or your X. And so I swapped that back when BO3 was popular, because I never really had a custom controller or the damn FPS Strike Dominator pack that people was buying. I didn't buy it back then, so when BO3 was out, all I had was the regular DualShock, and so I always wanted to jump while aim, so I just swapped it to stick and move, and I never looked back. Like, jumping with R3 is just so second nature to me now that I couldn't imagine going back to tapping A every time I want to jump or mantle something or do anything requiring me to stand up. Like, I wish. So let's say you're on a DualShock and you don't have any type of custom controller or something, so stick and move gives you the most freedom, I feel like, out of all the other button options, because when you're playing the game and you know those people who fucking slide and jump before they hit a corner and spam you with the SMG, at least you'll be able to do that with stick and move. So you could be running around while aiming, you could jump with your R3 without ever having to leave your right stick, so you're aiming and jumping at the same time. It's just so much freedom. Now let's say you do have a custom controller, y'all should always run stick and move, because it's the most freedom. It frees up a bind on your custom controller that would necessarily wouldn't have to be jump. So this too can be two different things other than a jump button, because you already have it in game as your jump. My in-game sense, and I'm gonna talk about my software sense. So my in-game sense is a 7.7, low zoom is 0.9, high zoom 0.8. I don't really even touch this because I barely snipe. I'm gonna start sniping soon though, because this game is getting boring. Standard aim assist, dynamic. It says some S-curve mapping. I seen it on Google and Reddit. It's basically like, you see, fast initial, and then it smooths out the more the stick is pushed out. So the more, I'm gonna go back to the software where you can see the graph. So right now it's going fast. Like, you know, sticks move with the acceleration of your own controller. So normally if it was on standard, it would start off slow and just gradually go up or whatever. But with the dynamic, it could, like, let's say you want to do something quickly, like turn to your left or your right really quickly. If somebody's to your left, it'll do that fast, and then as you're slowing down, if you keep having to find yourself keep turning, it'll slow down. So I like that, because let's say I want to snap on a target with my ADS sense, but he's like damn near 180 degrees to my left. Like, I like being able to turn fast really quickly, and then as I'm getting closer to him, it's slowing back down to its initial position. And then I have like a high, well, I wouldn't call this high because normally people run 1.0, but this is kind of high for me because I swapped to low since when I came back to Call of Duty from Fortnite. But this is like the perfect like balance between the two. Like, I have like that fast twitch speed if I need to, like, to turn quickly to my right or my left. But let's say if a person is like kind of far from me but to my left and right, I can still be able to slow down and snap onto him without like losing complete and utter control of my aim. I'm gonna go down to my advanced sense, and so my advanced sense, this is I think it's called dead zone. So this is my dead zone for my left and my right stick. So you know, with Astro C40, like, the stick drift is so fucking terrible that like I had to turn my dead zone down in game, and then in software I had to turn it up because my left stick was literally not registering if I didn't have it all capped out at 100%. Like, I could spin in any direction and my thing would only go out this far, so I wasn't able to sprint in game. I would be like this thinking I'm trying to sprint and my fucking character's walking. So I had to turn it up in software and then turn it down in game. That way my stick drift wasn't so fucking bad and I didn't have to go out and buy a new goddamn module. Then my right stick dead zone is 19, which is one lower than the regular. It's basically slower, and I like that because really, like, Call of Duty is all about fucking aim. Like, you can have this high ass sense where you're moving around the map quickly, it feels like, and you're just moving so much faster than everybody. But if you're getting fucking one bursted because you're just getting auto snapped on by like controller players, like, what the fuck is the point? So I feel as though the lower the sense, the better, if you're on controller, at least, in my opinion. And so my right stick dead zones are 6% lower than the standard line that it comes with. So usually this is at 20, 40, 60, etc. And so I just made it 6% lower because I like that. I like that slow, sticky aim assist. Like, the lower your sense, I feel like the stickier your aim assist is in game. And also that's the same thing could go for FOV. Like, I noticed when I used to play at 120, I would lose like a lot of aim assist, but then when I went down to 100, I feel like my aim assist is like back on basically console. Like, I just be snapping on people without even really ever having to move my right thumbstick. But that's, I think you can change your FOV on console. I'm pretty sure you can, but that's another thing. Change your FOV to 100 and affect it. But if y'all use this sense or any of these settings in game and that shit works for you, just let me know. Hope y'all enjoy this video. Next video probably gonna be some sniping type of montage, but it's not gonna be like a normal montage. I'm gonna make that bitch into like a mini movie and shit. I'm gonna try to like really go out and shit with this editing and see how far I can go with it. But I appreciate y'all for watching anyway, so enjoy.
Down.
Kick me out of this shit. I'm having the time of my life.
You supposed to shoot?
Bitch ass nigga! This is how you break your foot off in a motherfucker's ass. Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Looking for me? Corners, kid.
Y'all niggas better stop playing with me.
Niggas think this shit a game. Do you dirty, you goofy ass nigga?
One, two, fucking idiots. Die.
Bitch, man. Don't worry about Don't want mama, fuck. What the fuck are you saying, Joe? Oh, my mama, fuck that shit. What you saying, bro?
Donkey!
What's my name, nigga? What's my name? I will bust the fucking shit out, nigga. Watch out, motherfucker! Fuck you, bitch! Oh my God!
Right you are.
Bands will make her dance. Bands will make her dance. All these chicks popping pussy, I'm just popping bang. Bands will make her dance. Bands will make her dance. These chicks clapping and they ain't using hands. Bands will make her dance. Bands will make her dance. All these chicks popping pussy, I'm just popping bang. Bands will make her dance. Bands will make her dance. Chicks clapping and they ain't using hands. Bands will make her dance. Bands will make her dance. Bands will make her dance.
God, if y'all don't give me my motherfucking
Subscription.
somebody gonna die.
Straight like this.